Never save money. Never stockpile things for the future. Yeah, I know, I was shocked too when I first heard that. But hear me out. I really need you to listen to this. If you're working non-stop, saving every penny, stressing about tomorrow all the time, is it really worth it? There are no pockets in a coffin. Let me tell you something. One day, a truck is driving down some random back road. It hits a bump, and a sack of rice falls off the back. The driver doesn't even notice. He just keeps going. So now this sack of rice is sitting there in the dirt. Nothing happens for a while. Then the birds show up. First one bird, then a couple more. They find a tiny tear in the sack and start pecking at it. They eat a little, look around, eat some more. Then they leave. One flies off, then another. They're not fighting over it. They're not trying to drag the whole sack up into a tree. They're not thinking about next week. They're just taking what they need in that moment, a few grains, just enough to be full. Then they're gone. No stress, no hoarding, just instinct. Then a man walks by. He sees the sack, and you can almost see the switch flip in his head. To him, this isn't just food. It's an opportunity. He runs over waving his arms, scaring all the birds away. They scatter into the sky. And now he's standing there alone with this big sack of rice. He looks around to make sure nobody's watching. Then he grabs it. But he doesn't take a handful. He doesn't sit down and eat what he needs. He lifts the whole thing onto his shoulder, and you can see him struggling, his face tight, sweat dripping. The weight is heavy, but he's determined. Why? Because he's thinking about tomorrow. He's thinking about next week, next month. What if there's no food later? What if something happens? He's already living in a future that hasn't even happened yet. The birds lived in the moment. They stayed light. The man took everything, and now he's heavy. He's stressed. He's worried. He's carrying a burden for a future he can't even see. And honestly, that's us. That's what we do every single day. We collect, we save, we stress. We call it being responsible. We say, I'm doing this for my kids. I'm building this so they have a better life. And sure, that sounds noble. It sounds right. But let's pause for a second. Do you really think your kid's entire future depends on how much you stack up? Do you really believe that destiny is completely in your hands? Look at how life actually works. Before a baby is even born, before the mother even knows for sure her body is already producing milk, did she fill out paperwork for that? Did she attend a seminar? Did she panic about how to make it happen? No, it just happens. The moment the baby arrives, the food is there, prepared in advance. No stress required. And think about this. Before you were born, before any of us got here, everything was already in place. The air was here, the trees were here, the rivers were flowing, the soil was ready to grow food. It's almost like the table was set before you showed up. But we don't trust that. We lock our doors. We pile up our rice inside. We convince ourselves we're in control. And here's the part nobody likes to talk about. There are no pockets in a coffin. You can't take the right. You can't take the money. You can't take the house. You can't take the reputation. You came in with nothing. You leave with nothing. So what are we really doing? Who are we collecting all this for? The future isn't guaranteed. It's just a story we tell ourselves. The only thing that's real is this moment, right now. The birds get that. Maybe it's time we did too.